keepers of the flame of the violet planet on earth. I am your OMRITAS, and I am welcome in this place by violet flame leaping from the ground, about to become violet flame flowers immortals. Because you are, and because you keep the flame of the seventh ray on earth, we of the violet planet may transmit over the figure 8 spiral from our sphere of light into the earth body the momentum of our service on the seventh ray on the violet planet. So long as the violet flame is tended on earth, so long shall we be able to multiply it and thereby forestall the intensity of the impact of mankind's own returning karma. Thus, I greet you in this new year as earth cycles are counted, with an expression of gratitude and a torch of opportunity. We are come then, legions of angels, and of course, the 144,000 priests of the sacred fire of the violet planet, whose names unknown yet numbers having been sung, remain to you a concept of a cosmic reinforcement of sacred fire, not unlike the priesthood of the order of Melchizedek. For you see, beloved ones, even the order of that priesthood and Melchizedek himself did have their point of origination in this sector of cosmos upon the violet planet, and all who have become a part of that order have spent some time with our evolutions and legions of light, even while in embodiment, for those who are so endued with the spirit of cosmic freedom, those who have such a fervor of devotion to Saint Germain, qualify themselves automatically to receive our ministration as well as our invitation to be guests in the chambers of our retreats upon the violet planet. Therefore, welcome, old friends and new, children and those preparing for the return to the infinite light. For wherever you may be on the path of grace, know that the moment and the hour does come when, by your service to the seventh ray, you may take a retreat of rest and recreation in the light with our planet. Blessed hearts, we are not far removed, but we are not of this physical wavelength. Therefore, you will not see in the heavens a violet flame body and planet, but by the very pressure and presence of the violet flame in your aura, you will feel and know our evolutions, servitors of light, elementals of tremendous stature and attainment. And do you know, beloved, that when you feel them and understand their support, you will come to the realization that each and every one who does abide there from the three kingdoms of the sons of God, Elohim, and archangelic, all are dedicated to the endowment of earth with the full gathered momentum of our violet sphere. Year upon year, millennium upon millennium, we attend, therefore, the coming of age of the children of the sun on earth. We dare not endow this planet with our momentum in the state of discord and darkness, perpetuated by the fallen angels. For to give them the violet flame is to give them the key to longevity, eternal youth, and immortal life. Even when you invoke the violet flame, we stand guard to seal it and to dispense it to those who will not take freedom and the violet flame as a liberty to desecrate life. Thus the violet flame, as any other flame of the sacred fire, when contacting misqualified substance of the human or fallen angel creation, does also activate that negative karma. Thus, as you give joyously the calls to the violet flame, know that we stand guard, and there is a cosmic science that does attend through angel attendants all evolutions of all spheres, who begin to understand the science of the spoken word, and who become so fervent and zealous in its use that often their decree momentum and the mastery thereof does exceed their mastery of their emotions, feelings, thoughts, words, and deeds. Therefore, beloved, each time there is a victory of God mastery within the individual and a balancing of chakras, of the threefold flame and of the four lower bodies, there we find a more secure abode for the release of a greater and greater momentum and intensity, not only of the violet flame, but of the pure white fire, sacred fire itself. Thus understand that reservoirs of violet flame invoked by you do exist even on this planet. They are sealed in openings in the mountains beneath the surface of the earth. These violet flame reservoirs are held, therefore, for those hours and moments when individuals whose hearts are pure in their allegiance to God truly have need of this power, wisdom, and love, this presence of our God, who is a consuming fire. The day will come then when, according to the just and holy and righteous judgments of our God, this violet flame shall also be released, but it shall be done according to cosmic science and cosmic law. Our concerns, therefore, as we enter this year, when, perforce, world karma does increase, as the water levels of the astral plane also rise. Our concerns then are how to increase transmutation without violating cosmic law and the dispensations that have been forthcoming in the proclamation of Alpha and in the words of Gautama Buddha. Therefore, know, beloved, that the violet flame can increase mightily through the hearts of all light bearers. The Holy Christ Self is in God control, and therefore, beloved, you cannot invoke too much violet flame. A sufficiency is released to you physically, portion by portion, but the Holy Christ Self does keep a mighty reservoir of light. Therefore, in the days and hours of thy need, flood tides of violet flame may descend. Insofar as the light bearers, the keepers of the flame, daily are transmuting their karma and building magnificent auras, concentric spheres of the many faceted colors of the violet flame, there is a message that is beamed to all the earth. And those who have not used the violet flame, those who have not come into the understanding of that flame, begin to realize that that presence is the key to physical survival. The violet flame is the most physical flame, and it does correspond to the earth body. Inasmuch as all dispensations and support forthcoming have been confined to the light bearers of the earth, we must see then how every single light bearer may become a sending station of violet flame in all 7 chakras and the secret chamber of the heart, through the hands, through the feet, through the spleen itself. Therefore we set before you the goal of letting all of thy life and thy body, thy temple and thy being, to become a violet flame sphere. As you so commit yourself to this action, beloved, you will understand swiftly that it is necessary on a commensurate level to increase the blue flame and the spheres of blue flame, and to never neglect the putting on of the whole armor of God, which is undoubtedly a physical, spiritual protection, but does consist of all of the virtues intended to be outpictured by yourselves. Virtues are like studded stars, gemstones and crystals that have been sewn by angels to your garments. Virtues exemplified by the Blessed Mary you may see in the gemstones upon her hands. Blessed hearts, these virtues are your protection. They are the basic building blocks of good character. As El Moria has referred to this, I shall also say, neglect not the perfecting of the soul and the purity of heart. When you examine motive, beloved, sometimes you will suddenly be ashamed, for you will realize that some deed rendered to another was in fact self-serving. Some who have not received praise, affection, or compassion in childhood have a need and a desire to be approved of by others, and therefore in that starving for approval they will perform all manner of acts and deeds, not in the purity of the love of God, but in the desire to be seen, to be looked upon, and above all to receive someone's friendship, someone's kind word. Blessed hearts, one may look upon psychology and momentums developed from childhood, but one ought not to be so taken up or taken aback by these conditions. Remember, there is a ball of wax of the human consciousness, and remember that from the hour of thy declaration with thy twin flame to be the immortal one,